In this video, we're going to be talking about which vehicle to buy. Is it the Isuzu Dmax Vcross 4x4 or should you go in for a Toyota Hilux? I'm Vikram Gore, you're watching Motorscribes, and we're going to be doing a competitive analysis of these two pickup trucks that are available in the Indian market. So to start with, the Isuzu Dmax 4x4 has been around for quite a while now. It was the only pickup truck in its segment. It's the only lifestyle pickup truck that's really out there. Yes, I know I'm discounting the Tata Xenon to a large extent, but when you look at the numbers and you look at just how many are on the road, and in terms of refinement, I don't think the Xenon really matched what the Vcross had to offer when it first came out. Over the years, Isuzu has carried out a bunch of changes. And the latest BS6 version gets a 1.9-liter turbocharged diesel engine with an intercooler that develops about 161 horsepower and 360 Newton meters of torque. It comes with both manual and automatic transmission options, as well as two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive options. The one I have here is the Z Prestige model. It's the top of the line one that gets all the bells and whistles, including the automatic transmission as well as the four-wheel transfer case. So that's where Isuzu has sort of made a mark for itself. Isuzu globally is an extremely well sought after brand that people love for their SUVs, their refinement, and the fact that their vehicles can go just about anywhere. But Toyota has finally brought in the Hilux. Now they launched it a little late last year, and we've not seen too many on the road. A few have made it out there. You might have seen a few sporadic reviews out there. And no doubt, the Hilux looks brilliant. It's got a much larger engine than the Isuzu at 2.8 liters. It's got about 500 Newton meters of torque on the automatic and 420 Newton meters of torque on the manual versions. And it develops around 200 horsepower. So yes, when we look at it on paper, the Hilux is definitely scoring higher than the Isuzu. And that is what a lot of people are going to say, and they're going to say that it's a brilliant vehicle, that it's the one to really go after and the one to buy. No doubt, if you're going to pay more money, it is the one to buy. But if you had to ask me, and that's the question that I want to answer for you, is why do I think the Isuzu is actually the better buy? When you look at the lifestyle pickup truck sort of segment, it's very nascent in the country. The takers for this sort of vehicle are really limited, and all of them either belong to an affluent family or they have it coming in as something that can also be used for multiple purposes. Now, a person like me, I've got my farms, I live out here in Kodaikanal. It's open, it's brilliant. I don't have to worry about parking space. So the size of the vehicle is really not my concern. It's the application that really comes into play. And with both the Hilux and the Dmax Vcross being your pickup trucks, they both suit this lifestyle need of mine to the T. I do carry around a lot of fodder. I do carry around a lot of produce. Sometimes I have parcels that have to be packed and dropped off to agencies. So with all of that, the load bay makes a very big difference. But the bottom line being that it is also all about rough use. So driving through farms, visiting plantations, doing all of that. Now, again, I'm not arguing which one does it better. They both will do it just right. But what it comes down to is wear and tear. It comes down to the cost of ownership. It comes down to all these elements that also make a very big difference in your buying decision. So if you're just going for product versus product, no doubt, the Hilux sort of tips the scales in its direction. But when I look at overall application, when I look at the fact that I have to live with this vehicle, I have to use it in conditions that are less than ideal, do I really want to be spending 40 lakhs to get the same thing that a 24 lakh or 25 lakh rupee vehicle is offering me? That difference is substantial. And it is because of that price difference that I feel that the Isuzu Dmax Vcross 4x4 is actually the better buy. You get everything that you want. You get the comfort, you get the refinement, you get the grunt and the ability to go just about anywhere. And you get it at a price that is substantially lower than what the Hilux is worth. Sadly, while the Hilux is a brilliant product, I think Toyota has sort of outpriced it from a lot of the buyers who are really looking forward to owning it. And this also will be something that has tipped a lot of buyers back towards the Isuzu. Having said that, there is something that Isuzu should do, and that is that they really need to up their game in terms of service and get more people to understand the brand and bring that element out there as well. But having driven these Isuzu trucks over the years in India and on numerous drives, I've had them as long-termers, I've taken them cross-country. This one recently I did a plantation visit with, and it just performs effortlessly. The refinement is right up there. It's something that wins you over, and it feels just right. So how much of a difference is 360 Newton meters of torque versus, say, 420 or 500 Newton meters of torque? Well, that comes down to the amount of load that you have on board and that you actually need to tug. But for the most of it, I think 360 does it just fine. And when I come back down to the pricing, that is, like I said earlier, that is the icing on the cake. So if you are considering looking at buying yourself a nice lifestyle pickup truck, and you just want something that's all for the show, you want something that's flashy, it can handle the rough stuff, but deep down inside you're not really going to be doing too much of it, and you got the money to splurge, then maybe the Hilux is the choice you go for. But if you're looking for something that's more practical, something that you are going to use, something that's going to add value to your daily life, like I gave the example of myself with the farming business that I also run, then cost of ownership plays a very big and vital component to the buying decision. So over there, I come back and I say, you know what, the Isuzu fits my bill. It makes more sense on the cost perspective as well, and therefore it is the vehicle that I would choose. I hope this video helped. I hope you've been able to get a little bit more perspective. And if there's anything I've left out, if there's something that you want to know more about either one of these vehicles, do write in, leave me a comment, and I will get back to you on it. But and if you agree with me, I'd love to hear that too. If you disagree with me, we can have that discussion too. Just keep it polite. I know a lot of people like to throw brickbats, but keeping it polite is the new norm online. So that's a request out there to you as well. And do let me know what you think about this video. Do like, share, subscribe. And I'm trying to build out a nice community at Motorscribes. I'm trying to answer pertinent questions to the auto industry. So this is one of the questions that a lot of people had and that I am getting down to answering. And I hope it helped. So stay tuned, and I look forward to you smashing that subscribe button and leaving me a comment.